Barry Allen. I am the fastest man alive.
Hi everybody, how are you all doing? I hope having a good week so far. So today is Wednesday the 29th of October 2014 and we are here to review the latest episode in The Flash titled Going Rogue, featuring Captain Cold played by Wentworth Miller, and oh my god, this episode was brilliant. Probably the best episode so far in terms of storyline and, you know, plots and stuff, and also especially the effects. And I will get to the effects in a moment. This episode was also unique in that it guest starred Felicity Smoke. She's in town to see Barry, see how he is, how he's doing, what's happened to him since, you know, he got struck by lightning. She does eventually find out that he does have the ability to run faster than the speed of sound. And there was a moment in the episode where she tells Barry, "I want to see it." And we all know what Felicity's like. She when she says something, she later then realises what she says and then thinks, no, I didn't mean that kind of thing. So when she says to Barry, "I want to see it," she meant him running fast, obviously. And he shows off, which is good. But at the same time, he does show off to the point of where you think to yourself, well, right, you're trying too hard now, Barry. Let's just cut it down a bit. There was a moment in the episode where Felicity was looking hot in that black dress. Oh my god. I think every single male from the age of like 15 to 55 and above probably thought, holy fuck. Iris, I think she may have felt a bit threatened. That's all I'm going to say. She may have felt a bit threatened. A couple of notable DC Comics Easter eggs appeared in this episode. Black Hawk was featured again, and Kahndaq, obviously, or Kahndaq, wherever you're from, obviously the home country of one, hometown, sorry, of one Black Adam. So the universe is expanding, which is good. I'm liking it. So that was good. In this episode, we see Barry actually taking a bit of time off, letting off a bit of steam, and he's multitasking. He's playing ping pong against Cisco, Operation with Caitlin Snow, and chess with Dr. Harrison Wells, which I thought was quite interesting. He's doing all of those all at the same time. He lost his chess game to Harrison though, so that was a bit of a bummer. What else do we have? As I say, Captain Cold. Oh my god, I've really got to talk about Wentworth Miller's depiction of this character. Is just brilliant. I was impressed, highly impressed with how the characters turned out, and you know, the puns that were in there, especially at the beginning. Hey, be cool, this, that, and the other. You know, it was just brilliant. And obviously, Cisco does come up with some of the best code names for the bad guys. Obviously, we've already had Multiplex and the Mist, and now he meant his name. He called out Captain Cold, which I thought was brilliant. But he actually, Cisco was sort of involved in a way in this episode, in that he's the reason that the freeze gun that Leonard Snart uses is you know, is there. He created that weapon for the Flash, for Barry, essentially, because obviously when Barry runs, he creates a lot of heat. So Cisco was finding a way to, you know, stop him, you know, from possibly being if he was a bad guy, he had to find a way to counteract his abilities. Kind of like Batman does with the Justice League, if you know what I mean. So Barry wasn't happy about that. Harrison in particularly didn't like it either. It wasn't well. Harrison didn't like the fact that he created the gun. Harrison wasn't happy that it was stolen. That was what Harrison Wells was really pissed off about. So Cisco took it pretty hard. It got to the point of where he and Barry didn't even, you know, Barry didn't want to speak to him again as well. So that was quite a touching moment. But I think the other thing, obviously, we need to talk about Eddie Thawne and his relationship with Iris West. There was a moment in the car with Eddie and Joe West were talking, and you know, Eddie was discussing how he, you know, thinks that Iris is such a great woman, this, that and the other, which Joe turned around and said, well, yeah, you know, did I ever tell you about this time, about this story and this, that and the other? And Eddie was like, no. He said, oh, well, that's probably because I talk about it with my friends. You're not my friend. You're just an associate kind of thing. And later on in the episode, we actually see Eddie turn around to Joe as they're chasing after Captain Cold, that he's not an associate, he is Joe's partner. And it kind of made Joe a bit proud, you know, in a sense. And even Iris had a chat with her dad as well about the fact that, look, you know, I'm dating Eddie, you got to get used to it, even if whether or not you want to hear about it or not, this is, you know, this is me, this is my life, let me decide what I want to do kind of thing. So, hey, you know, that's all well and good. It's quite funny as well, because obviously when Felicity first arrives at Star Labs, both Cisco and Caitlin are asking him, oh, do you know who the Arrow is? Obviously, Felicity can't say anything. Even Barry was asked the same question as well. And he just went, no. As if, you know, you got to cover it better than that, Barry. And speaking of cover stories, Felicity's cover story, obviously, for Oliver is how he's always going to nightclubs and blah, 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 blah. But for Barry, it was kind of different. It's like, what kind of excuse can I use for Barry disappearing? Oh, I'll say a stomach upset. Oh, you've got diarrhea. Yeah, I don't think that's going to sit well with me. So that was quite interesting. But Felicity's happy seeing that Barry's got this newfound hero complex as such. You know, she is happy that he's out there saving lives and such. But Captain Cold is a whole different level altogether. He's not a metahuman, but he is calculated. He is one step ahead. He is several steps ahead anyway, in a sense. And the moment for me, and this is where the special effects comes in, was when Barry had to save everybody from the train that Captain Cold had, you know, used his freezing gun on to crash and collide the train. And it was in that moment, as I was watching, that I just thought, this is the reason why we have a show like this on TV. Because of effects and moments like that are the reason why we enjoy what we did. Us comic book geeks is why we enjoy watching these type of shows. Because it's also the reason why when you read a comic book, you imagine how the action has taken place in your mind. You say to yourself, how would this look like on the screen? Whether it's a TV screen or a cinema screen, just how would it look? How awesome would it look? And we got a taste of that last night. We got an epic taste of it last night with Barry saving people from the train. It was just incredible. It really was incredible. And even whilst I was watching it, I was looking at the tweets last night. Andrew Kreisberg was basically telling everybody, you need to stay tuned because something epic is about to happen on the show. And he was not wrong, because oh my god, it was brilliant. Really was brilliant. So top-notch marks to everybody involved on the show, because that was just brilliant. So I want to see more effects like that, you know, just absolutely fantastic. So next week's episode is titled Plastique. I think that's self-explanatory anyway. Really looking for... Actually, no, I'm wrong. It's not next week. The show's actually, unfortunately, taking a break next week. I don't know why. I don't think it's to do with Bonfire Night or anything like that, and I hope it's not. Actually, I think it is. But, yeah, I think that's why. But it's going to be off next week, and so it'll be back the week after. It's a shame, because I was enjoying it. So, yeah, we're not going to get this. The next episode is back on the 11th of November, okay? Plastique. Put that down in your diaries. But, yeah, no, really good episode. Absolutely amazing. And obviously, if you saw to the end of the episode, the rogues are coming, ladies and gentlemen. The rogues are coming. I cannot wait. It's going to be awesome. Obviously, later on tonight is Arrow, the Magician, the 50th episode overall, 4th episode of season 3. Nyssa comes back to town. Yeah, something awesome is going to happen. I can't wait. I cannot wait. Anyway, thank you all very much for watching. See you all very soon. Bye.